All right, so are you ready for this? We're diving deep on Jeff Dave.
Jeff Dave.
Yeah. Popeye, as they call him in the arm wrestling world.
Mm-hmm.
This guy's got the world's largest arms.
It's unbelievable.
I mean, picture this hand's a full foot wide.
Yeah.
A toilet paper roll fits tightly around his finger.
Wow.
Our source is this YouTube video from Brandon Williams' channel.
Yeah.
And it's already blown up 72 million views.
Wow, that's a lot.
But we're going beyond the viral sensation here.
Yeah.
We're digging into how Jeff lives with these massive hands,
Right.
where his strength comes from,
Mm-hmm.
and just how powerful he really is.
It's fascinating how Jeff's physique just defies medical explanation.
Really?
He's been tested for gigantism,
Right.
elephantiasis, Marfan syndrome,
Yeah, all those conditions.
all those conditions that could explain abnormal growth,
Yeah.
but she doesn't have any of them.
So it's a real-life medical mystery.
Absolutely.
The video mentions Klippel-Trenaunay syndrome.
KTS.
KTS, yeah. Might be the closest explanation. Right.
Can you unpack that for us a little?
Yeah, so KTS is this rare disorder
Okay.
that affects blood vessel, soft tissue, and bone development. It can lead to limb overgrowth. And interestingly, Jeff has these port wine stains on his arms,
Okay.
which can be associated with KTS.
Interesting.
But even then, his case doesn't perfectly align with typical KTS presentations.
So we've got this guy with uniquely large hands.
Yeah.
And what's even more interesting is that he didn't get that way by pumping iron in some fancy gym.
Right.
Jeff grew up on a farm.
Right.
And the video shows him doing all sorts of farm tasks.
Mm-hmm.
Loading hay bales, driving a tractor, building fences, chopping wood.
Yeah, that kind of farm work is a full body workout in itself.
Really?
You're constantly engaging different muscle groups in a coordinated way,
Right.
building what's called functional strength.
Yeah, the video shows Jeff tossing these huge hay bales around.
Oh, yeah.
Like they're nothing.
Right.
I tried lifting one,
Uh-huh.
and let me tell you, I could barely budge it.
It really puts his strength into perspective.
Yeah.
I'm curious, is this kind of functional strength common among people who grew up doing manual labor on farms?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
On a farm, you're not isolating muscle groups like you might with weight machines.
Right.
You're using your whole body in a natural, dynamic way
Okay.
that builds practical strength you can use in all sorts of situations, not just in the gym.
So it's not just about brute force, but also balance and precision.
Right.
Kind of like a real-life, full-body 3D workout.
Exactly.
It makes you wonder if there's something we can all learn from that kind of functional training.
I think there is in our modern world, we often focus on isolated exercises and forget about the importance of moving our bodies in natural ways.
Yeah.
There's a growing body of research suggesting that incorporating functional movements into our workouts can improve overall strength, mobility, and even cognitive function.
Now, despite his incredible strength, Jeff's diet isn't some crazy protein-packed regimen.
Right.
He eats burgers, meat, potatoes. Pretty normal stuff.
It's a good reminder that genetics and lifestyle play a huge role in physique.
Yeah.
While diet is important, it's not the only factor.
Right.
Jeff's case seems to highlight that complex interplay between nature and nurture.
Yeah, it makes you think about how much of our physical development is predetermined versus influenced by our choices.
Absolutely.
Speaking of choices, the video shows him using a flip phone because it's easier for him to text with.
Oh, wow.
And get this, he wears 2 different shoe sizes. One size 11 and a size 17.
Wow.
It's incredible how he adapts to everyday life.
It really highlights the challenges and adaptations that come with having a physique that's outside the norm.
Yeah.
Even something as simple as texting or finding shoes that fit can become an obstacle.
And it hasn't always been easy for him. The video mentions he faced challenges and even bullying because of his hands.
Oh, yeah.
It's a reminder that being different can be tough, especially in school.
It's a powerful message about resilience and self-acceptance.
Yeah.
Jeff embraces what makes him unique, and that's inspiring.
Absolutely. He's a reminder that our differences are what make us special and that strength comes in all forms.
I love that.
Speaking of strength, the video shows Jeff taking on this unbendable bar challenge,
Okay.
and it's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
They start at a low level of resistance and keep increasing it. They even mentioned that they couldn't use the safety straps for Jeff's hands because they weren't big enough.
Wow. So they had to modify the challenge to accommodate his size.
Right. It speaks to how Jeff navigates a world that's not designed for his unique physique.
That's fascinating.
He just blows through the first few levels, bends those bars like they're nothing.
Really?
But then they get to level 5, which requires 220 pounds of force to bend.
Wow.
I could barely make it budge.
That level is designed to be incredibly difficult, even for someone with exceptional strength.
Yeah.
It requires immense grip strength and leverage.
And Jeff just powers through it, bending the bar like it's made of rubber.
It's a testament to the power he's developed likely through years of farm work and specific training.
Speaking of training, the video shows Jeff's home gym.
Yeah.
And it's a testament to his dedication to arm wrestling.
He's got a custom-welded arm wrestling table and a whole setup designed to target the specific muscles needed for the sport.
Yeah, they show him doing these dumbbell exercises, like a 55-pound dumbbell with a 3-inch grip. I couldn't even hold it.
Those exercises target pronation and wrist strength, which are crucial for arm wrestling.
And his training philosophy is interesting.
Yeah, what's that?
He doesn't count reps. He focuses on fatigue and pushing to the limit.
That approach builds endurance and mental toughness, both essential for arm wrestling success. It's about pushing past your perceived limits and training your body to withstand intense pressure.
I even got to arm wrestle with his training partners.
Oh, wow.
And let me tell you, the fatigue sets in so quickly.
Real?
It's like your muscles just give out.
It speaks to the level of strength and stamina these guys have developed.
And watching Jeff go up against his training partners was amazing.
Yeah.
He just dominated every single match.
Wow. It's incredible how seamlessly he blends raw power with refined technique.
Right. It's like watching a master at work. Of course, I had to step up to the table and try my luck against the champ.
I can only imagine the difference in size and strength.
It was like arm wrestling a grizzly bear. But Jeff was a great sport about it. Even cracked a few jokes. It was clear he wasn't even breaking a sweat. You know what's really fascinating about Jeff's story is that it goes beyond just physical strength.
Absolutely. It's a testament to the power of dedication, perseverance, and embracing what makes you unique.
He turned what some might see as a disadvantage into a superpower. It makes you think about all the ways we limit ourselves by trying to fit into conventional molds.
Jeff's story is a powerful reminder that our perceived limitations are often self-imposed. It encourages us to challenge those limitations and explore the potential that lies within each of us.
And it's not just about physical potential either. It's about embracing our individuality, challenging societal norms, and finding strength in our differences.
Precisely Jeff's success in arm wrestling, a sport that requires both physical and mental strength, demonstrates that true strength is multifaceted.
He had to overcome physical challenges, societal perceptions, and probably a lot of self-doubt to get where he is today. That kind of resilience is incredibly inspiring.
It's a valuable lesson for all of us. We all face obstacles in life, but it's how we choose to respond to those obstacles that defines us.
Jeff's story shows us that we can choose to embrace our challenges, learn from them, and ultimately use them to become stronger, both physically and mentally.
It's about shifting our perspective from seeing differences as weaknesses to recognizing them as sources of strength and uniqueness.
It makes you wonder if we're all focusing on the wrong things when it comes to building strength. Maybe we should spend less time obsessing over perfect form in the gym and more time engaging in real-world activities that challenge our bodies and minds in new ways.
There's a growing movement towards functional training that emphasizes natural movements and real-world applications. It's about building strength that translates into everyday life, not just looking good in a mirror.
Jeff's story is a perfect example of the power of functional strength. He built his incredible physique through years of farm work, lifting, carrying, pushing, pulling, all those movements that mimic the way our bodies were designed to move.
And that functional strength translates beautifully into arm wrestling, which requires a unique combination of power, technique, and endurance.
It's like his body was perfectly sculpted by the demands of his environment. And the fascinating thing is he didn't set out to become a world champion arm wrestler. He simply followed his passion and let his unique abilities guide him.
There's a valuable lesson there about trusting our instincts and pursuing what feels authentic to us. Sometimes the most unexpected paths lead to the most fulfilling destinations.
His story is a testament to the fact that strength can come from unexpected places, and that sometimes the most unconventional methods yield the most extraordinary results.
It challenges us to reevaluate our preconceived notions of what strength looks like and where it comes from.
And it reminds us that the journey is just as important as the destination. It's not just about achieving a goal, it's about the lessons we learn, the obstacles we overcome, and the people we become along the way.
It's about embracing the process of growth, recognizing that there's no one-size-fits-all approach, and finding what works best for us as individuals.
It makes you wonder how many other Jeff Dabes are out there, people with unique talents and abilities waiting to be discovered.
I'm sure there are countless individuals who possess extraordinary potential, but haven't yet found the platform or the opportunity to express it fully.
It's inspiring to think that somewhere out there, someone might be watching this video, hearing Jeff's story, and realizing that they too can break free from their perceived limitations and achieve amazing things.
That's the beauty of stories like Jeff's. They spark a sense of possibility and ignite a belief in our own potential.
They remind us that we are all capable of extraordinary things, no matter our size, shape, or background. It's about finding what makes us unique and using it to our advantage.
And it's about celebrating those differences,
Right.
recognizing that diversity is what makes the world such a fascinating and beautiful place.
On that note, I think it's time to wrap up part 2 of our deep dive into the world of Jeff Dabe. But don't go anywhere, because in part 3, we're going to dive into the science behind Jeff's incredible arm wrestling prowess.
Okay, so what's going on in those muscles and tendons?
Yeah, what gives him the edge?
Well, it's this fascinating interplay
Okay.
of biomechanics and physiology.
Wise.
Arm wrestling isn't just about brute strength.
Right.
It's about leverage torque and the precise activation of specific muscle groups.
The video mentions that the muscles in Jeff's forearms are particularly developed.
Yeah.
Is that common in arm wrestlers, or is it amplified in his case because of his larger hands?
Well, both factors likely play a role.
Okay.
Forearm muscles are crucial for grip strength, which is fundamental in arm wrestling.
Right.
And Jeff's larger hands provide a natural advantage in terms of leverage and surface area for gripping, but it's also clear that he's dedicated a significant amount of time to strengthening those muscles through targeted exercises.
That makes sense. The video shows him using those thick-handled dumbbells and doing specific wrist curls.
Exactly.
It's not just about lifting heavy weight. It's about working the muscles in the right way.
Right. It's like building a specialized tool for a specific task.
Yeah.
In Jeff's case, his training regimen has sculpted his forearms into incredibly powerful tools for arm wrestling.
His training philosophy of focusing on fatigue rather than reps,
Mm,
do you think that contributes to his success?
absolutely.
How so?
Arm wrestling matches can be grueling, lasting for several seconds or even minutes.
Right.
By training to fatigue, Jeff is building the endurance
Okay.
needed to withstand prolonged exertion and maintain force output even when his muscles are screaming for him to stop.
It's like a mental battle as much as a physical one.
Precisely. And that mental toughness is something Jeff seems to have in spades.
Mm-hmm.
He's not just physically strong, he's mentally resilient. He embraces challenges and pushes himself beyond his comfort zone.
And that's a lesson that goes beyond arm wrestling.
Oh, absolutely.
It's relevant to anyone who's facing a challenge, whether it's in the personal or professional lives.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Jeff's story reminds us that we all have the capacity to develop mental toughness.
Yeah.
It's a skill that can be cultivated through practice and perseverance.
You know what's truly remarkable about Jeff is that he's not just a dominant force at the arm wrestling table.
Right.
He's also incredibly humble and approachable.
That's what makes his story so compelling.
Right.
He's not driven by ego or the need to prove himself.
Right.
He seems genuinely passionate about arm wrestling.
Yeah.
And enjoys sharing his knowledge and experience with others.
And that's a powerful message in itself.
Mm-hmm.
True strength isn't about intimidation or dominance.
Right.
It's about confidence, humility, and using your abilities to inspire and uplift others.
Jeff's story is a testament to the fact that strength can be a source of positivity and connection.
Yeah.
He's using his platform to challenge stereotypes and promote a more inclusive and accepting view of what strength looks like and where it comes from.
It's a story that leaves us with a sense of wonder and possibility.
Absolutely.
It makes us question our assumptions about what's possible and inspires us to embrace our own unique strengths.
Perhaps even more importantly, it encourages us to look beyond physical appearances and recognize the strength that lies within each of us.
Jeff's story is a reminder that true strength is multifaceted.
Yeah.
It's about physical power, mental resilience, emotional intelligence, and the courage to embrace what makes us unique.
And it's a story that will continue to unfold. I'm eager to see what challenges Jeff takes on next.
Right.
And how he continues to inspire others with his strength, humility, and unwavering spirit.
This has been an incredible deep dive into the world of Jeff Dabe.
It really has.
It's a story that has challenged our perceptions of strength, resilience, and the power of the human spirit.
It's a story that reminds us that our potential is limitless and that we all have the capacity to achieve extraordinary things.
Right.
If we dare to embrace our unique gifts and push beyond our perceived limitations.
So if you're looking for a dose of inspiration, I highly recommend checking out the full video of Jeff Dabe.
Definitely.
It's a visual spectacle and a testament to the incredible power of the human body.
I agree.
And who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe it will inspire you to discover your own hidden strengths. Until next time, keep diving deep.